Go.
Get there. Dude, go in the hole. Come on, par of the year. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Bends to the left. I'm just gonna try to actually be smart for once in my life and play a smart shot.
Should I call your substitute teacher from high school and let them know you're playing smart?
Yeah, let them know that I finally answered correctly what 2 + 2 means.
That was prolonged. Good shot, dang, dude. you hit it farther than you hit your driver.
Or just go ahead and say I'm gonna play it smart and then cut
I'm
the
gonna
corner
play it
anyways.
smart.
Yeah.
I'm only a PGA Tour player in the making. Just playing it smart.
Oh, there you go. It's funny though, because my 3-wood still got your driver, I think.
I know, you probably got me there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Derek, your time's coming. I'm about to bring Armageddon upon you.
So it's top right pin. I've got about 137 to the false front, or that kind of drop in front of the green.
Can we just appreciate that 300-yard 3-wood too?
I don't know about 300, but it was all right.
Good swing.
Yep, fine.
Going with the pitching wedge. Little wind at the back.
Yep.
All right, not too much. Be tight. Oh, dang it. Stay out of the pit. You're challenging me to chip,
In that
which I
area.
appreciate.
Yeah, I want you to be confident with that shot. Yep. Just a smooth shot right at it. That's not bad at all. See it wanting to tail right at the end with all slope, dragging it down to the front of the green, so I'm just gonna hit it pretty high above the hole. Let it try drift down that way.
Putt.
Thank you.
Straight up, straight in.
Oh,
Mean.
how'd that chip feel?
It was good. A little left of where I wanted it to start, but that was my fault. I think I was aimed where I started it.
Better contact?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had some Derek chips yesterday.
That's good.
It's still early.
Yeah, I mean, 4 birdies in a row and then an eagle at some point.
Right. What's the yardage there, Derek?
167.
What club you got?
I'm gonna just hit a smooth 7.
7. All right, somebody's gonna be buying beers pretty soon.
Go.
Get there. Dude, go in the hole. He did it for the gram.
Yep.
Good shot.
For the DMs.
So you'll just I'm gonna hit it right out of your patch because that's a good shot zone.
Yeah.
We call that the good shot zone. If somebody hits a good shot, you hit from the same spot because there's good karma juju in that grass. It's close.
There's definitely something about that spot that
See that
teed
spot?
up
If you see a spot that looks like that, it's probably good. You see how there's like some red around it.
Yep.
There's like a ring around it.
that. Oh yeah.
Dude, that was crisp.
I'll take it.
Mom always said, crispy is as crispy does. Superb shot. Oh, you gotta sit. Sit or hit. Oh, oh shoot. Good thing, good thing.
Almost gave me a heart attack, Tom. What is this? Yeah.
Hope you had the emergency number memorized.
Yeah, 911.
Is that what it is?
Speed dial.
Tweet, tweet. Good bird.
Thank you. Driver tee down.
Driver, you going with a low shot?
Yeah. Just try to keep it in the fairway.
You got old reliable.
Yep.
He's teeing it down so he can hit a more penetrating ball flight out there. Very controllable shot for him. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. That was well drawn up.
Thank you.
Shot. All right, we're going for a standard driver here.
Good ball.
Thanks.
Lasered.
Cranked. Take that, Derek. Take that, Derek. That's a TTD. It's gonna be a t-shirt, you know.
That'd be awesome. That'd be the highlight of my life right there.
You always wanted to be on a t-shirt. The legend of Take That, Derek.
Oh yeah.
Take that, Derek.
I mean, one day I woke up and it's just like, yeah, the goal of my life is to have that put on a t-shirt.
All right, what we got here, Derek?
I'm guessing it's got to be around 270 stick. Ball's a little above my stance here. I'd like just hit another 4-iron. Nice easy one.
Nice easy one. How far is that gonna go?
I'll be fine if it goes 190. I mean, it's probably off this stance and slope. It could probably get up to around 200, but really just anything in the ballpark that gives me a wedge in hand up there.
That had the sound.
Yeah, it's all right. Thank you.
Shot. Don't need too much here. Just need to hit it like 170. Ball is slightly side hill lie.
Yeah, it's good there.
A hair thin,
Yeah,
but it's gonna play really well.
dead center of fairway.
Buck 45. A little downwind. Should be a well-struck pitching wedge. Take that, Derek. It was right yard, just a hair to the right.
I'm reading 140 here. So this is not the number that I was looking to give myself. But that's okay. So I could, a little bit of tail breeze, I could just try to hit a full wedge. Especially just because the miss is not left on this hole. Especially at the green, I would rather fully commit to this shot and hit more of a full wedge than a smooth 9. Just don't like the idea of a 3/4 9. So I'm just gonna hit a full wedge and see what happens. Just about 5 yards right of the pin, a little draw back in.
Nice.
Middle of the green is fine here.
Strike. Now that one kept going.
Wow.
Shot.
I mean, it stayed on its line, so.
Juiced it.
Yeah.
You take your steroids for breakfast?
Yeah, of course.
Continuing to chip because it's my weakness. Actually, I don't have much of a choice today. I've got all this fuzz in front of me. Landed about a quarter of the way and let it run out. Come on.
Had the right idea. Well, this is about as prime as an example I'm gonna get. with a toe down shot from just off the green. The whole green is running away. I don't see a ton of break, maybe just tailing left to right at the end, if anything. This is the only time where I'm gonna really pull 58 for this shot, just because I know I need the short carry. I feel like 54 is a little too much. So.
Is this like that shot you were talking about in the chipping episode?
Yeah, exactly.
Just toss it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dude. Shot.
Thank you.
Oh, man, it's straight. Well, this is the putt that wants to run, and you don't want to touch it.
Great putt. Good up and in.
Thank you. Derek, for par. What'd you say here, David? Oh, he's got about 3 feet left. Oh, he doesn't want to give the hole away. Nice par.
Thank you.
Par. So we got par 4 straight ahead. Beautiful hole. Elevates towards the end. It's short, 384 yards from here. It's either a driver or a 3-wood tee shot, depending on the wind. Usually the wind's in our face.
Yep.
And the really got to hit it straight away. You don't want to be too much off to the right side, because if you go down the right side too much, you have all these trees you got to hit over. Then you got to play some interesting cut shot into the hole. And if you go too much to the left, there's a bunker over there, and there's also trees blocking you. So this hole, even though it looks wide from camera, it's actually a lot more narrow than you think.
Yeah, I mean, right side essentially means you're blocked out and you've got not really much of a shot from there. I'm gonna go with 3-wood. I'm not teeing it up at all. I'm just gonna hit off the deck, and I'd like to see it just at that bunker that cuts into the fairway straight out. Try to play a little right to left off that and just get it to the left center of the fairway. Opens up my angle. Plus 3-wood keeps me back enough so I don't need to worry about running out of room.
There's a safety zone out there. Once again, he narrates and he accomplishes exactly as narrated. Good shot.
Thank you.
It's exactly as you predicted it.
Thanks.
I'm hitting driver because I just want to maximize my distance into the hole here. I want a short iron into this green. The wind is usually unpredictable, and if I hit driver, which I tend to hit at about the same type of accuracy as my 3-wood, so I'm not really concerned with that club selection. But I really want to send it down there and have a nice little lob wedge or gap wedge into the green. Derek, I'm aiming at your ball. I'm aiming to go over your ball.
Sounds good.
That's exactly where I didn't want to hit it.
All right, 163 stick. Relatively short for a 3-wood. Maybe a touch spinny off the face. Still working on driving through a little bit more. But course is also a little softer, so not as much rollout either. Looks like a front pin to me. I'm going to go just over the center of that green side bunker, about 6 paces right of the pin, and just hit a smooth shot into the hole. So, smooth 7. Sit. Oh. That one had about probably 5 yards too much and finished, it looks like it's in the bunker. So I feel like I just kind of let the face close a little too early. So the start line was not really over where I was looking for it to go. Just started a little left of my line, but not the worst in the world.
How was that shot there? It sounded amazing from where I was.
I tugged it a little bit. Strike was good, just kind of hit a little too far left of my line.
Right.
Consequently, a little bit more yards, it seems. Might be in that bunker. So
I got a buck 44 here, slightly into the wind. The flag is at a buck 44 from here. And I'm playing a pitching wedge. Usually this goes about 143, but I'm expecting it to hit about the middle of the green. I don't want to go past the green. If you're past the green, it's death out here. Just a normal shot.
yeah, I mean, center of the green. Yep, good shot.
Center of the green. That'll do. I just gotta make the putt for par.
So as we can see, there's a big upslope. I'm practically on the slope that's just leading into the bunker. I have all this fringe. I have some pretty soft grass in front of me, but then I've got that layer of apron that is a little more thin and cut down. So
Look at that.
So what I would like to do is land it right into the apron. I'd like to see, my assumption is that it's going to jump a little bit once it hits that, and that's kind of what I want to do.
It's gonna release after that point?
Yeah, I mean, same type of shot. I'm gonna play a toe down to adjust for the slope, just a little bit of shoulder tilt upwards, so I'm not hitting into the ground as much here.
Right.
Especially because it's a skinny
Yeah, you definitely
lie.
don't want to stub it.
No. So 54 toe down, shoulder angle up, and just a nice even stroke. Well,
Almost made it.
Stub, yeah. Landed about 4-5 feet too short.
All right, we got the middle of the green, just as advertised. I got to get this one to the hole. I mean, I always come up short on this side. Come on, par of the year. Yeah, baby! Woo!
Great putt.
Take that,
Yeah.
Derek!
Oh. Really made my heart sink there, but cup, maybe about cup and a half out left.
Get in the hole, come on. Oh! It had a really sharp ender.
Yeah, it just didn't hit hard enough, but well, that's a bad bogey, but
Take that, Derek.
seeing that putt, I don't think the break was wrong, but I think I need to commit a little bit more to the pace. I always like to try and hit putts on the firmer side. I don't like to try and play tentative, like moderate speed putts, unless we're on really, really fast greens where I know I can't really blow it past or something, but I just don't think I committed enough to hitting it hard and on my line as much. I mean, I hit on the line, it just ran out of steam and broke about the ½ inch off to the right at the end.
That was just it's a tough green because that green just slopes away. This is a lovely hole. Dogleg's a little to the left. I love playing a 4-iron off the tee here. It's a very controlled, powerful shot. And I don't think too much about shot shape for this. I just swing normal. It's gonna draw a little for me. So I just wanna send it down the middle. Let it fly. Long irons, you really wanna stripe those long irons. We need to set more weight forward. Ball position a little bit more forward. So right there, ball position more forward, weight forward. Both those things help you swing more out to the ball and prevent the club from diving into the ground, which is a huge problem among lots of golfers out there. So we're gonna set the weight forward, ball forward, and then swing.
It's a good strike.
That's a beaut.
Yeah. It's right where you want to be. Good angle to the
Yeah.
green. I'm gonna go 3-wood again. This hole, the closer I can get without getting to the end of the fairway where those bunkers are, give myself a wedge in hand, give myself a chance to make birdie.
Did it again, Derek. You narrate it perfectly.
It should be fun.
It's all about narration. 3-wood's a good play for you on this hole. It just seems to set up well with your eye.
Yeah, like
and your natural shot shape.
I can play 2-iron here, but I don't know, for me, I just feel like I don't run out of room on the right side with 3-wood. I still have plenty of room out there, and
yeah,
it allows me to just shape it right to left comfortably without feeling like I can lose it one way or another.
It's like playing that high percentage shot.
Yeah.
So sometimes we find that there's a club we're just really comfortable with, and that's the club we're going to hit because we're so confident in it.
Yeah.
And it's really a shot you should play when you got to hit the fairway in a certain spot, and you got plenty of room out there, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, I think in competition too, it's just so important to have a good game plan, and especially like when I was doing qualifying for State Open, I played that course several times beforehand. Like, I've played other qualifiers there, I've fallen short in the past at that golf course, and rather than looking at it on the mental side of negativity where it's like, well, I've played bad here before, I've made bad decisions, or I've done bad things, I just kind of refreshed my whole mindset about the place and said, this is how I want to play it. This is the game plan I want. I'm going to stick to the shots that I'm most comfortable with, and I'm not going to try to force birdies. I'm just going to put myself in position where I can hit good shots from tee to green and give myself chances. And that's what I did. And
yeah, I was gonna say, like, where do you see most golfers? You play with a lot of different golfers all over the spectrum of scores. Like,
sure.
What is the biggest, when you say, I'm just thinking one of the biggest mistakes I see is that people just try and shoot the round of their life out there and not hit shots that they hit shots that are impossible. They try and play shots that are low percentage shots all the time. Whereas if you were playing, like, you had a game plan and it was full of, you were attacking the course the way you play. You were attacking the course that suited your play style, not somebody else's, and not an impossible one. So what do you think about the biggest challenge for amateur golfers?
I mean, to the credit of all the people out there who look at statistics and analyze statistics for a living, you know, one of the biggest things is always playing to your strengths, playing conservatively, not looking to score low. All the best players I see don't attack. They all just play their game and they give themselves the chances. When it comes to the worst players, it's always, I'm trying to make birdie, I'm trying to hit close, I'm going for the flag stick.
Right. And
you force errors on yourself. When I started to notice in my game that I needed to hit for a wider target and allow myself to make the swing instead of looking at the flag stick, that makes it a lot easier for me to hit better golf shots.
Yeah, giving yourself room to make that room for error instead of saying, I've got to hit this small, narrow strip perfectly with the perfect shot and the perfect swing.
Yeah, because it makes you tighten up, and then once you tighten up, you really can't execute the swing you want to make. So.
All right, we got 143 to the flag here, and you know what's deceiving about this is I could hit this full shot, full pitching wedge, or I club up and I swing easy, but I don't like swinging easy. So I'm going to take that gamble. Put a little bit more back in my stance. Pitching wedge. And then just swing normal.
That's a good shot.
Be delicious.
Great shot.
Thanks.
What I was saying before, like off the tee, of giving myself a chance to make birdie, setting myself up in position, hitting it, 40 yards, longer than this spot we're in right now.
Right.
I don't want that to be misunderstood or misconstrued with the idea that I'm trying to make birdies, because that's not what I'm trying to do. It's just more playing to my comfort level and giving myself the positions where I feel I can hit the best shots. And, you know, I mean, it is a statistic where 40 yards of a difference doesn't really make much of a change with your chance at making birdie, but it's just playing to numbers where I feel I can make the best swings. So
yeah, it's not like you're going out there trying to make par and stuff, but you're setting yourself up in a position where birdie is a likely outcome if you hit, you play your game. So
yeah.
it's like you're letting birdies come to you instead of having to be reckless.
Right. And so on this shot, I've got 98. It is the front pin. Not something I would really want to, I don't really like the idea of hitting a 3/4 wedge that's longer. I just don't, in this shot, I don't mind the full 54. And I basically have probably about 3 or 4 yards short of the hole to work with, where I can still be on the green. So I'm gonna aim this about 5 paces right of the hole. There's some, looks like some fallen tree or some bushes out there that I'm looking at, and that's basically my target.
Good strike. Just gotta come a little bit more left. You got the yardage right.
Yeah, just too far right, pushed it a bit. Could have probably aimed a little bit closer to the hole, but again, not really going for flags, just trying to put myself in position to make easy swings. At the end of the day,
So you're putting yourself in a position to make a normal swing with a normal club. You're not trying to do anything fancy.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't really, so to speak, care as much if I miss a green by a few yards out here. Every course, every green complex is different. Another course, there could be a slope there that rolls it down to the cup. I mean, you know, there's plenty of good things that could happen. Or in another golf course, that could be, you know, 15 feet for birdie. But in the end, it's just me trying to make comfortable swings, committing to targets. And I know at the end of the day, I can get that shot up and down for par at any point with no doubt. So,
and what I've seen you do with this strategy is you've actually had rounds where you'll hit 14 greens.
Yeah,
or more. Like,
yeah,
it's not like you don't. You're playing safe. You're actually playing more dangerous. You're more deadly doing it this way than if you were out there being reckless.
Yeah.
All right, what we got here, Derek?
Well, like I said, I left it too far right. Maybe my approach on that shot, or how I was looking at it, was not the right approach. I probably could have aimed it 3 yards left of the hole, but in that shot I was also trying to draw it a little bit. So it didn't draw, it stayed out, but it was still virtually on my target. And here, I mean, it's not even a big miss. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 paces just off the green. So I don't think that's a bad shot. I was committed to where my target was. I hit it right where I was looking to hit it, but
you were anticipating it drawing a little bit more?
I anticipated turning it over a little more right to left, just didn't do that. So that's fine. In this shot, I'm doing the same thing kind of on a few holes ago, 58 degree, toe down. Again, just another shot where I'm short-sided, and I don't think 54 is really an optimal play. I can still get that release with 58 here, so that's what I'm gonna do.
And the crowd goes wild.
Take that, Tom.
Wonderful shot.
Yeah, thank you.
Come on, guys. Cheer me on. Take that, Derek. Take that, Derek. Take that, Derek. The key to making putts is take that, Derek. Take that, Derek. This putt looks amazingly difficult, but nothing a little take that, Derek can't fix. Take that, Derek. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Hey, shooter. Happy Gilmore chipped in from here just over an hour ago. That's basically where we're at. We're right where you chipped in from. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a sad state of affairs, isn't it? Looks like the Derek fans were out there.
Yeah.
Putting a hex on me. That was a lovely birdie there, Derek.
Thank you. That's sometimes the thing too about just playing committed, playing comfortable, is that even if you, I guess, miss a shot, or maybe not going exactly the way you painted it out to be, I feel like if you're able to remember and remind yourself that, hey, at the end of the day, I hit the shot I wanted, it's okay, I can go from here, I'll be fine. Like the I'll be okay self-talk, then
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, everything's gonna be all right. Then, you know, it just, you don't have any pressure, you don't have any tension going to the next shot. And I always feel that henceforth, when you don't have a lot of pressure to do things, then good shots like that can happen. It's not as impossible, so.
It kind of helps that your heart beats about 8 beats per minute on a max.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that, it keeps the pressure down.
Yeah, just try to ride the flat line the whole way, so. It's tough to play steady golf when you're just not steady, so.
That's a really good metaphor for life.
That's true.
You can't expect to play steady golf if you're not steady. It's like the interior life is this answer to golf. So true.
So.
Yeah, but what about like if your swing, like when your swing was, before we started working together, your swing was not steady. It was like it was just like you were mentioning, it was up, down,
Yep.
chunk, thin. So you start working with new information that is a system, so we can explain everything. It makes you a lot more steady.
Yeah, it just puts you at the peace of mind that you need to play good golf. I mean, if you're comfortable with what you're doing and you know that it works, then you really can't have anything better than that.
I've made a lot of mistakes on this hole trying to go at the flag.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of going at the pin, especially it's more on the left third of the green. So I'd like to go right over the center of that green side bunker straight out. And I'm gonna hit a 6-iron. If it's a little bit short, that's fine. It leaves me an uphill putt to the green, or to the hole, I should say.
That's a good play.
So.
It's a comfortable shot.
Yep, just smooth one.
Just a push.
Early. Yeah, push that one. Just went out a little too early. So.
This hole can get me in trouble because I'll try and play shots that I don't practice, like odd yardages that you never practice or that don't fit your clubs. It's always an in-between. I'm actually going to go at the middle and just draw it a little bit in. So over the middle of that bunker. This sets up for my normal shot, so I like this hole location a lot. I like it a lot. So I just have to set up normal here and then let my normal juices flow. Too much draw. So do that motion, you hit a little bit of a push and it was way out there.
Yeah, I felt on that one, I felt like I was here with my shoulder not moving much.
You see how his right arm is straightening early and he starts scooping?
As opposed to just feeling.
Yeah, so
right
I mean,
if
you can get that right shoulder through better with that right knee back more, so just show people the difference, but throw the right knee back more.
Yep.
And then watch what happens with his right wrist. You see how he can keep the wedge in the wrist, so that's eliminating any flip, and his shoulder moves quicker. So you're swinging faster with less effort.
Right.
That's probably one of the best iron tips out there. I mean, iron and driver, anything.
Yeah. I mean, I always feel more stable too whenever I achieve keeping the right knee back longer. I always just feel like it's a more stable shot coming through the ball, or a stable swing. I don't feel like there's as much action going on, and I feel like that takes out the variability.
Yeah, what I love about those swings, I can feel like the club face is so quiet through the zone that I know exactly where it's going to be at impact. I'm not worried about it turning or staying open too long.
Right.
Or using my hands. I don't even think about using my hands.
Yeah, for me, like, bad shots are going to be inevitable one way or another. It's just about how I can recover from those spots. Like here, I'm in the greenside bunker right, so I've pushed it out there. I've got a bunker shot across the green. I know that the sand is a little harder around here, so I'm not going to try to hit a hero shot, but I'm definitely going to try and just hit a solid shot, see where it winds up, and try a safe par, hopefully.
Yeah, you can tell you're into the green if the grass looks dark, like a darker shade versus a lighter shade, darker into it, so it's going to stop sooner, it's going to slow down more. I can actually throw this one into the grain and it will stop. The grainer it is, the more it affects your shot. They just cut them today, so I'm not sure how much that'll affect it.
Going.
Oh, well, you can see when that one hit, there's actually a little ball mark.
Great shot.
Where it hit, and it gets embedded in that fuzz on the grain.
I've got about 20 yards of a bunker shot here. I know that the sand here doesn't have as much give. There's not as much sand in these bunkers, so the club wants to bounce a lot more aggressively out of here, and it's hard to judge. I still have a hard time hitting shots out of these traps. So I'm going to hit a 54. I'm not going to try and use as much loft, and if I could, I would like to just hit a more of a medium flight shot, not trying to really carry it all the way to the hole, just trying to land in that midpoint where it feels comfortable to go, and then basically just try to see if it can roll out release. Always trying to feel the early release on a bunker shot. It's the only shot in golf that I really feel you need to have more of an early release with, so that you can try to get down into the sands, push the ball out from the stance, wait for it a little bit. And sit.
Shot. It's about a hole high.
Was, yeah, a little left of my spot, but distance was good. Leaves me about 6 to 8 feet up the hill, which is fine. So this putt, I believe, wants to break just a little bit right to left. Grain definitely has it going that way. Burnt edge of the cup is on the left side. I know that this has to be a pretty firm putt. I'm thinking right edge.
Yeah, I wouldn't let the green take the break too much.
No, I just want to hit it right through. Try to just hit the back of the hole here.
Good par.
Thank you.
I'm going to do the same thing. I got to hit this. I want to hit this straight. Don't let it break too much, if at all.
Great par.
Thank you.
Up and down. Nearing the end of the round, running out of daylight a little bit. I'm sure for most of you late afternoon players who are trying to finish up, get through your round. If you're playing well, it's very important at this point in time to just keep shot by shot, stay calm, not get ahead of yourself, not try to rush too quickly to the next shot. It's all about just staying calm, visualizing your targets, and focusing on that one very shot in front of you. Driver here, looking at 3 trees out there, probably about 25 yards wide of the target that I'm looking at. Stay right. Stay right.
You gave yourself, oh man, that, I hate to say this, but I think it hit a sprinkler head.
Did it bounce left?
It looked like it bounced a lot forward. My strategy here, I just want to send it because I got room left and I don't really worry about fading it too much. So I'm going to aim up the right side, bite off a lot more than I probably should chew, but do it because it's fun. And I'm confident that I can hit that area up there by the cart sign.
That's a good shot.
So I can just let it fly on this hole.
Good ball.
Thanks. Take that dirt. I don't like to think about hole by hole score. I think about each shot as just a continuation until the end. So like the first hole, let's say if I have 4 shots on the first hole, then I write down a 4, but in my mind I've hit my 4th shot. But then when I get to the next hole, that's my 5th shot of the day.
In the end of the day, you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. And sometimes you're just not going to score well, and sometimes things aren't going to be there. I think what's important is having either backup shots that you know you can hit, regardless of what day it is, or just, you know, as I've said in the chipping video, a very good short game. Something that, you know you can rely on if you're not going to hit your best shots, so that you can still manage a good score. And in the end, like, you just can't get so fixated on score, because it's just going to pressure you to try and do more and try to force more things to happen. If you know that you're trying to chase and, you know, chase after birdies or trying to get shots back, you really can't change what's happened in the past. If you've made a mistake and you've made a bogey or something worse, all you can really do is just go forth that. And my point is that if you have a bad hole, you gotta just get back to playing par golf again. You have to get back to getting comfortable, making pars, and at some point in time, birdies have a chance at coming back into play where you can get some of those wasted strokes back.
All right, we got a $139 to the flag. That's gonna be another wedge. Same shot as the other hole, hole 6. No roll today. It was basically the ball just landed in its ball mark. Oh, that was torched. It wasn't pushed, but I think I was aimed there. Yeah, darn it. I was aimed too far right. I hit that perfect. You know, if you hit it in the woods and it's a perfect shot and you're aimed at the woods, it's still a good shot. It just didn't end up working out.
There's not really much you can do in this situation besides just get back into play, give yourself a shot at the green. There's always a chance of getting up and down for par. I mean, you know, just understand it. It's just not a big deal. So
you're gonna go out sideways, not really forward?
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to advance this play, because on this shot here, I have to swing up the
Now that is a training aid right there.
Yeah, I mean, this will make you super upright,
super steep.
For sure. I'm just gonna basically hit just a low punch out to over in the fairway there. Try to stop the club so I don't break my wrist.
Oh, nice shot.
Back in play.
I tried to get a decent enough angle on your stroke there because it looked like an awkward stroke.
Yeah, it's that's just a shot where there's just not much you can do besides take your medicine, get back in play. Don't try to do anything stupid from there. Number here is 115, so that's just gonna be try to get a smooth 48, something around 3/4.
115 is a stellar yardage.
Pin looks like it's just up in the front, so the goal here is still just get it on the surface, eliminate the errors. I'm not hunting this pin down. I'm just giving myself an idea of what I want to do. I'd say about 3 or 4 paces left of the hole for a finishing shot would be fine. That's gotta sit. Okay.
It's sat.
But in a case like that, it's just, I'm not doing any more damage to myself by just getting it out, getting back in play, and getting it on the green, giving myself a chance.
Yeah.
When you try to do extra special stuff, and I'm not saying that if you have the opportunity to and you feel like you can, go for it. I mean, I've just around, I played not long ago where I had to hit a low punch under a tree from 185 to an uphill green with a back pin, but I trusted that shot and I hit it to 6 feet. And like there's always a chance to do stuff like that, but you just have to assess the chances of that happening. And in that case, there is no way I could advance that ball forward. Realistically, there just wasn't. So I have to just do what's right and, give myself a chance to making a 4.
It's actually a more steep uphill type of shot than it looks. I'm gonna play same type of shot I did on the last hole. Take a 58, set the shoulders with the slope. And then this one should release once it hits the green because we're down green. Just gotta fly it to the front edge. Look at that release out, darn it.
It's not bad, I think, just kind of hit firm. Looks like this green is hitting a little more firm.
Now watch that putt, that putt's gonna be straight. All the putts are straight.
I do see a touch bit of right to left, but I am going just kind of right edge. I can see how it wants to fall down that way a little bit, so I'll just go pretty much right on the right edge, maybe just outside of it.
He doesn't believe me. He doesn't believe me. Come on, Derek. Well, follow your heart, as they say. Dang it!
You were right.
It's straight. Everything is straight.
Should have listened.
It's okay.
For a second, I thought I had an.
It looked like it was going to curl, and then,
but
this putt is straight. It says breaks left. This one might break left. It looks like it's going to break left, but watch. Wait, there's more. I'm gonna hit it straight because I don't trust my brain on this hole. And I hope I can see the line. Look at that. Oh, why? What's wrong with you? Do you see how straight that it looks?
Man. So I'm just gonna hit 3-wood, pretty much center down the fairway. I see a gap up there in between the trees. That's where I'm aiming. Probably about 15 yards up in that gap, just focusing on that target point.
That's a beaut. The sound was on fleek, as they say nowadays. All right, I've got 3-wood as well. I just want to send something 240, 250 down there, straight down the middle. Make sure I swing my shoulders, not my arms. It's been my weakness today. Oh, that was good. Not much to say about this hole. It's straight away, but the tee shot is everything.
Yeah, I mean, tee shot on this hole is, even though it's fairly wide, like it doesn't look intimidating once you're walking down the fairway, but there really is not a lot of room to miss it, because once you start heading towards the left edge of the fairway, it wants to kick left, and then you're going to be in sand or the tree line. So
yeah,
same thing happens if you go right. So your fairway is really more cut down by half on this hole, which is why I gave myself a smaller, just a slightly smaller target to look at. This here is this is mine.
Oh, it's you?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I see a ball about 40 yards ahead of you, Derek, so take that.
Oh yeah. I've got 175 to the stick. I can hardly see the flag, but yeah, so 175. I'm just gonna hit a 6 because it's cooling off a little bit.
Yeah, guts.
Can't tell where the pin position is. Basically, it's gonna aim it up and over this tree. It's not
This tree is really something, as you're saying. Like that tree, it looks really thin from here, but it could force him to go over it or go around it, depending on the club. Good looking swing, just a little bit too much draw. It looks like you're gonna get away with it.
Yeah, hit that really thin, just didn't commit all the way to it, but
Didn't commit.
didn't leave the vicinity.
Didn't want to walk that shot down the aisle.
Yeah, didn't leave the vicinity of the flag either. Yep.
All right, I got a pitching wedge here. I got to fly it all the way to the hole. Same shot I had in number 6. Played a little bit back in the stance to be groovy with it. Oh, that was pure.
That's looking really good. Just dry the pin. Good shot.
Thanks. I was surprised based on the sound yours made, but everything's landing. Maybe it landed in a wetter area.
Yeah, could have.
Or maybe I just outdrove you that much.
Yeah, maybe I just have to accept it. But
Take that, Dirk.
I'm gonna go toe down 54-degree wedge here. Try to just fly it a little bit to the hole, let it release out. Looks like might want to break a little right at the end.
Oh, nice shot.
Thank you.
I was trying to get that adjustment. I can't tell much of anything right now. Yeah, that's about it. I don't want to give away the hole. I'm just going to try and hit it hard up into the jaws of it. This is like Bagger Vance.
Ooh.
Oh, dude. I'm just going to play this one straight.
Oh, what a clutch putt.
Oh, thank you.
Just go center of the hole.
I didn't want to give the hole away.
Oh yeah.
Good putt.
Thank you. All right.
Enjoyed it.
That was fun.
Take that, Dirk. Except it was evenly distributed. Even though it wasn't our combined, like our best ball striking day, we still hit a lot of crispy shots.
Right.
And that was due to the fact that we have a swing that we can lean on even when things aren't going as perfect. We know what's going on because we're working within a system.
Right.
And if you want to get a taste of what it's like to be able to play still crispy golf even when you're not on, just check out my free mini course at go.saguto.golf. I got a link in the comments and description below. It starts to get you introduced to a system. Instead of just playing random, we can start building a swing together that allows you to hit it crispy time and time again, hit the ball powerfully and straight. All things we want without having to practice like a pro. And that's exactly what Derek's going through too. Put Derek through this system, and his game has improved tremendously over the past year, and it's continuing to improve. And he just shot even par ho-hum today, even without his best stuff. And it's just a taste of the things to come for him as he continues to improve. So we enjoyed having y'all on the show today. Yep. And if you want to see more videos like this, we'll be happy to make them. For now, we're signing off.
Peace out.
Peace out.